There's going to be a lot of people chosen for Donald Trump's cabinet that's not going to make a lot of sense on its face. RFK Jr. being anywhere near the NIH is wild to me, but this one may take the cake. He apparently has chosen who is going to head up the Department of Homeland Security. And if you'd given me 50 picks, I don't think I would land on Kristi Noem, governor of South Dakota. Well, sorry, if you give me 50 picks and you said that this is a hypothetical wherein the greatest threat to Homeland Security is a band of marauding dogs, then maybe they'd pick Kristi Noem. But I don't understand what the argument is for this. And bear in mind, this is not like one of the small departments that they give to people as like a political favor or something. Homeland Security's big, man. It's got a $62 billion discretionary budget, a measurable percentage of the budget of our military, by the way. Roughly 260,000 employees, more employees than the vote share that won Trump the blue wall. And it's the third largest department in the US government behind Defense and Veterans Affairs. And she's now in charge. Why? Well, she sent deployments of South Dakota's National Guard troops to reinforce the border in 2021. That's something, and Trump likes her. Honestly, beyond that, I don't even know. Like, look, I understand that they just choose people that they like and they choose people that they know, but this is a massive responsibility. Like, terror attacks could succeed or fail based on the management of the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. And she is in charge of like a small state's bureaucracy, and that's the management expertise that apparently has gotten her this position. I don't know, maybe Garrison, do you have any better explanation as to why she's maybe heading up DHS?
DEI is the reason. No, I'm kidding. I think that Trump is most interested in people who are loyal to him. That's become very, very clear, and she represents that. We also know that because through Project 2025, their goal is to completely downsize the government. But I think the lesson that all of this should have taught us after 2016 is that there are always things kind of knocking on the door, right? There's always a terrorist attack kind of knocking on the door of America. There's always a pandemic virus always knocking on the door. And the way that these decisions are made, the way they handle these moments really matters for our preparedness for those folks who are trying to enter. And so, I have been very cautious not to forecast doom and gloom on the future. I want America to continue. I want people to be safe. I want lives to be secured. And so I will do the same here and say that I wish her the best in this role if she ultimately takes the job. But it does raise some serious concerns.
100%. Yeah, I agree. I want things to go well. I'm just not going to pretend that I think that they're going to.
Yep.
And everyone, like if you're a conservative watching this, there's also something that you should be concerned about in the future, because I was told during the election that because Kamala Harris was put in charge of doing like a task force to look into root causes on why people migrate to the US. That's all it takes for her to be personally responsible for any act of violence that somebody across the border perpetrates, which means, if there's a terror attack or if there's a murder, it's on Noem and it's on Trump. It's on JD Vance too. Hell, the VP as well. They are now personally responsible for anything bad that happens in the country. They're the ones choosing who is going to enforce the border or whatever. And so get ready. Now they're going to try to spin it if it happens. They're going to try to spin it. They're going to try to whip their base into a frenzy to be like, this is proof that we need harsher measures, but they're going to get their harsh measures. And if that doesn't protect us, then it's proof that that's not actually the solution they've implied that it is. So prepare yourself.